So today I'm going to share some of my honest reviews on these ongoing animes. So maybe if you haven't yet started watching them, you can decide whether you want to watch them, or maybe if you have or you want to skip them and having hard time to deciding, then maybe this video may be helpful for you. So today on the number one list we are going to discuss about PrincessConnect retry. I have been watching this anime for last 2 months, and I mean, at first glance, it seemed like an harem anime, harem romance type of anime, fantasy, where main character has lost his memories and he is actually a badass character. But as soon as the story progresses, you may notice that it is not what you were expecting at first. I mean, I really had higher expectations for it at first. I mean, I was like, maybe this is one of those crazy badass anime, but so far I have not that much expectations left for it. I mean, in the current episode, latest episode, I have seen that maybe I was wrong, and I'm really hoping that maybe I'm wrong this time. In last few episodes, maybe my views on this anime may change, but by then, I think this is kind of skippable anime. You can skip it, or if you haven't yet started watching it, you can skip it if you want to. I want to say the trend. Maybe I may change my mind till the last episode, but so far it's a skip for me. So the next anime I want to talk about is actually Plunderer, and this is a really interesting anime. I have been watching it for a long time now, and I think maybe this stood up to my expectations. I mean, I really like the way they represented the animation style and the plot changes, the way the user wants, and how the badass main character is, and how they made him really OP, and the way they represented it. If you haven't yet started watching this anime, maybe you want to watch it ASAP. I mean, if you are into those romance anime, classical romance and action and fantasy anime, maybe this is for you. The sci-fi used in this anime is really great. Okay, so on the next one, here we have ShironekoProject, Chronicle. This is kind of mixed feelings anime. I mean, when I watched it at the first time, I was like, maybe for this season this is going to be my best anime, and I am saying that I really like it a lot. I haven't skipped a single day till now, and there is only one main problem that I encountered in this anime, and that is that the plot is kind of slow. I mean, the plot is really good. I mean, I really like those dark power animes and where you can see the yin yang type of things, and the way the story goes, it's really interesting. But the main problem is that it's kind of slow. The progression is very slow. If you haven't yet started watching it, you can watch it, but I prefer watching this type of anime in one go. I mean, you may get discouraged in between, and you may want to drop it. That's why I'm saying let it be end and then watch it. So for the next anime I want to talk about Tsugumomo. I mean, this is one of those crazy anime that I have been skipping for a long time. But when I heard the second season is going to be announced and it's going to be, I watched its first season and I was like, man, I was missing in all those days. This is a really interesting anime which I have been skipping for a long time, and man, they did a really great fan service in the anime. I mean, if you are into those harem and ecchi type animes, this is a must watch from my side. The latest episode has been given a really good impact on me. I mean, they make sure that you guys see the twisted plot and how the story progresses. I really like this anime. If you haven't yet started it, go and do it. So guys, now the next anime that I want to talk about is TowerOfGod. This is one of those animes that I know all the plot. I mean, I have read its manga earlier. I mean, it was one of the top 10 mangas of that time, and I know what's going to happen. And when I heard that they are going to animate it, I was like, maybe I can't miss a single scene in this anime. I have read its whole manga, so I know how the plot twisted and how the way it actually progressed. So I don't want to give you guys more spoilers, but the only one word I can say for this anime is go and watch it. You don't want to skip the good part. In the current episode, maybe this will give you some goosebumps like it gave to me. I was like, man, that's really passionable. I was having my goosebumps on, and when the last scene came of the current episode. uh, there is one more thing I want to say, that in the description below I will tell you by the time I am making this video how many episodes have been aired so far, so that if you have any doubts and want to see maybe my reviews changes by the time the video may came. And there is one more thing, that I try to make all these videos spoiler free. So if you want to know more reviews on these animes, then please let me know. I will make this video uh, on the daily basis. I mean, as soon as the new episode came, I will tell you my reviews on whether you should watch it, or if you haven't started, then maybe you can, or something like that. If you like these type of videos, hit the like button, and if you want to watch more videos like this, hit on the subscribe button. So that's all for today, guys.